Hi, I'm Heidi Jones, Integrative Health Coach. Thank you so much for watching this video. This video is going to be about helping you create the environment you need to be able to succeed in whatever goal, challenge, change you want to achieve. You can use this video as an actual exercise to help you move forward. So if you want to grab a piece of paper and a pen, and then at the pause point you pause and you actually fill in the activity while you're watching this video, then go ahead, that's absolutely fine. So I'll give you a second, pause the video and go and get yourself a pen and paper. Okay, now you're back. What we're going to do is really look at the environment that we have currently created for ourselves. Whether it is something that you've not really thought about before or it's something that has helped you in the past, we need to kind of assess it and make sure that the environment that you currently have is working for you and not against you or hindering you in any way. And there could be elements of it that do work and elements that don't, that perhaps you haven't thought about before. So we just want to look at what does work and leverage on that, and what doesn't work and think about how to make some tweaks and changes. So the very first thing that you're going to do is to split that page into 4, because we're going to break it up into 4 categories. You're going to have people, places, things, and thoughts. So if you'd like to pause the video and create your chart, do that now. Okay, now you're back. What I would like you to start with is to go to the people box and to write down all the people in your life that you spend the majority of your time with. And that can be in person, that can be through email, that could be maybe over Skype when you're talking to family. So people that you regularly have connection with, that you're in contact with. Write them down now. Then you're going to move over to the places, and you're going to do the same exercise. So where do you spend the majority of your time? Again, the more specific you can be, the better. When it comes to places, consider which coffee shops you go to, perhaps where you drive, what routes you take. Where do you spend most of your time when you're at work? Where do you spend most of your time when you're in your house? Write down specifically where you surround yourself, where you spend your time. Then we're going to look at things. And when it comes to things, what I mean by that is, what do you have on you? What do you use most often? So one that we probably all have is a mobile phone. So that's a thing that you have and you use and you take with you everywhere. What are the other things that you use on a regular basis? I'd say 3 things of mine would be my mobile phone, my laptop, and my running watch. There's 3 things that I would use on a regular basis. So write down the things that you have and use on a regular basis. Then you're going to move into thoughts. Now, when I'm considering thoughts here, I want you to think about the thoughts related to the goal that you've set up for yourself, or the challenge you'd like to overcome, or the change you'd like to make. What are the thoughts that you have surrounding that topic? What come up for you most? Are they thoughts of encouragement? Are they thoughts of excitement? Are they negative thoughts? Are they positive thoughts? It doesn't matter at this stage, but what I want you to do is identify some of the thoughts that come up for you around the actual goal that you want to achieve. Now you've done that, you're able to maybe take some time to reflect over it. For some of us, it's going to be quite an eye-opening exercise, and it can really kind of highlight what is working and what isn't. So the next step really is this simple. I want you to give a tick next to everything that supports you with the way you want to go in your life and who you want to be, and across next to the things, the people, the places, and the thoughts that don't support that new version of you. They don't support you moving forward. And if you have like one that you're not really sure, don't just leave it blank or put a question mark. Make the decision. Does it support or does it hinder? Okay, so pause the video now and just spend a bit of time reflecting on your current environment. Now, what I want you to do next is, now you've got this in front of you, okay, it's not as simple as being able just to remove the things with crosses. The things with crosses perhaps need to stay in our life. You know, lots of people have work environments that maybe don't help them, and it's not like we can just say, right, that's it, I've got a cross, I have to quit work. It's now considering the small tweaks that you can make, the slight changes or shifts that you can make in your life to be able to help yourself create a more supportive environment. So for example, the work one, perhaps spending your lunchtime with particular people cause negative conversations. Then you can change that environment. You can take yourself to a different place for lunch. It's not necessarily easy to make these changes. However, knowing what you've got to do is the first step to be able to then go and do it. So now you need to pause the video again, and you need to take that time to think about the small shifts, and I'm talking one step that you can do to help yourself move forward with creating a better environment for you. So now you have identified what works, what doesn't. You've identified the shifts that can be made. You can then start to take action to go and make those changes. So don't think about doing all of them at the same time. That'll become far too overwhelming. It's about choosing one or two that you feel are most impactful at the moment, the ones that will help you the most at the moment, and start there. And then as you go, you'll be able to kind of refer back to this list and think, yeah, I still need to make that change. Yeah, I've got to work on that. And you'll be able to perhaps even do it without even realizing, because the more that you start living this way, the more natural it becomes.